2014 podcast and Avery Chenier, man. I am truthfully running out of things to say about the 2025 Toronto Blue Jays. They just went into Fenway and took another series. 5 of 7 they have won at Fenway Park. 8 out of their last 10 series they have won one of those series against the Chicago White Sox. Avery, where are you at, man? I am ecstatic. Is that even a word? I am so fired up.
That's the most normal word ever. Yeah, that ecstatic is a word, John.
I said ecstatic. That's why.
Oh, okay. So you added static and ecstatic.
Okay. How are you feeling, man?
Can't hard to not feel good about that, man. It's just a battle, these guys. Every time they have a chance to be down and mope, dog shit baseball game yesterday.
They lost by 2 touchdowns yesterday.
And it wasn't even close. Obviously, the final score indicates that, but right from the start, is like, this game stinks. I was able to do work during the game. That's how bad they played. I was like, you know what? I'll put that on my left monitor and I'll find something else to do, get some draft guys to talk about. But you show up today and you win a big game. Like, after you get your ass kicked, you score 2 runs in the first inning right away. And that's every single time they have a chance to be good, to figure it out, to show them that they have some fight. They've shown all year, man. It's inspiring to watch. Honestly, like, it makes you want to watch them play baseball.
It makes you want to be a better person. It makes you want to be a better person. I'm saying this, like, and to go back to your point about they could roll over, like, it could have easily been a look ahead spot today, right? I mean, you got the Yankees, the team you're fighting with the division for, coming to the Rogers Center. You're facing a team that's lackluster in the Boston Red Sox. You just lost 15-1. You could roll over and be like, let's just get our ass back to the Rogers Center. Let's just get our... No. Bo gets out. Addison Barger hits a breaking ball that almost hit him out of the stadium. And then Vladimir Guerrero Jr. does what he does at Fenway Park and launches a baseball over the monster. It just... Right when I knew in that first inning, I was like, man, this team is different, was the fact that they scored 2. That was when I was like, this is a good baseball team.
I can't disagree with you there. I love beating the Boston Red Sox. It feels great. Like, I have a different feeling whenever they face the Yankees. I have a bad feeling. It's just ingrained in my mind. I know they've played the Yankees well, but we're getting those 2023 vibes, wasn't it? The record was so good against the Red Sox that it was basically the reason they got into the playoffs, was how badly they had beaten the Red Sox all season.
Yeah.
I'd be fine to have that happen again. I love beating the Red Sox.
It's fun. And doing it at a historic venue like Fenway Park as a ball guy, it makes it feel so much better. Like, and just the icing on the cake today, Jeff Hoffman, who seemed to have figured it out his last couple appearances, 3 punchies. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. No one even in the same stratosphere as the balls he was throwing. It was just a great exclamation point or mark on a series that I really wanted to win. That's what I took away from that. I really wanted to win that game today, man. That was awesome.
100% too. It's like the Lauer thing happens. It's kind of tied up right away, and the Clase defense, the experience that is Jonathan Clase.
But he can't hit. That's what
Dude,
it is.
It's so cool right now. I can't believe it. In real time, because they always talk about how hard it is to play left field at Fenway with the Green Monster, and it's like no one told Jonathan Clase that, you know, like the big walls there, it's going to be a little bit different. And we saw in real time his brain kind of break. It wasn't great defense, but then Lauer,
he was fine. I think he got Clase today. I truly do think that he got Clase today. Some balls that I think could have been caught. That changes a little bit the outlook on that appearance from Eric Lauer, because if you really think about it, man, if I'm getting 5 innings, 3 runs from my starter, sign me the fuck up for that, for a number 5 guy that was on a minor league deal. Sign me up for that shit.
Yeah, you got to be able to score runs no matter what. Your starting pitcher has to be allowed to give up runs, and in previous seasons, that's just not what happened, right? You had to score, or they had to keep it as close to 0 as possible, or they kind of didn't really have a chance. But if your starting pitcher can give up runs, you can give them some more leeway after that. Find a way to get guys to get shutdown innings, and you win. And like it takes everyone to win the baseball game. And there was even some dumb shit that happened today.
Oh, do
Heine,
not get
Heineman,
me started.
yeah, Heineman did dumb stuff. But they still found a way to win. Like it's a good. They're outplaying even their stupid mistake. This is the first time in a while where I felt like they made actual real mistakes where I was pissed. Like, what the fuck are you guys thinking?
On a scale of 1 to 10, how mad were you at that Heineman back pick? Avery, when I watched it happen in real time, I see I see them go back to first. I'm like, why? Oh, and he tries to do a swing move. And in my mind, I even tweeted it. I was like, I am seething with anger at Tyler Heineman because how the hell do you get back picked? Bases loaded. You just scored 2 runs to kind of let's step on their throat now. A guy at the plate who's hitting 400 with runners, 400 Bo Bichette is hitting with runner scoring position, and you get back picked. Where the fuck are you going? Where are you going in that situation? Where?
Nowhere. You can't
You're
go
not
anywhere.
scoring either way. You're playing in a little bit of a you're playing in a toy box, a
Yeah,
sandbox. Like you're not scoring on a double. You're not scoring on it. Like just favorable lead, get back to the base. It was unbelievable, and it's from a guy that's been playing baseball for so long that I would never expect it. It was a crazy mistake.
Yeah, just about as angry as you can get from a player making that big of a mistake. He made 2 of them. Just like I don't even know if you can classify that as trying to be a hero. The back pick with first and second after when he was throwing it, that was try and steal an out. Like pretty stupid move. All honestly, but
Especially when it's a tying run there. Like,
yeah, there was 2 like bonehead moves, honestly, by him, and I know for a fact like it's gonna be that will be dealt with. He knows that he fucked up immensely, but when you're watching the game, bases loaded, Bo Bichette up, 2 outs, and Tyler Heineman's the one getting back picked at first to take you out of a massive, massive spot. I think everyone is the right to be pretty pissed off about that one.
And Santander update, still not swinging a bat.
He's not swinging a bat.
No, he has not swung a bat yet. He has not swung a bat.
Dude.
And it brings up the question, Avery, like, how injured was this guy when he was playing? If he is not swinging a bat and it is 2-3 weeks removed from him getting put on the IL, was this guy the most injured player in North America, Avery? Like, how is he not swinging a bat?
That's a great question because they got the shot and now he's
immune to the
I don't
vaccine.
understand how you go from playing and not a significant issue. Like this is just a thing he was playing through to not swinging a bat for a full month. I'm no doctor, but I don't know. Like I might feel good for when he comes back, but is he ever going to come back at this point?
Brother, like we have Varsho who is running again, they said this week. The update on Santander is it's not even like he's taking dry hacks. He's taking hacks in the cage. That man is just in Dunedin vacationing right now. Like, I can't fathom it.
Dude, if Santander's this hurt, I think I want to play on Josh Naylor.
Really?
If it's like Santander, because we don't want him to play the field. He's going to be the DH. Yeah. But if he's that cooked for that long, might as well just find another
flyer on Naylor for the second half. If you know, I think that's very depending. Imagine adding Naylor to this lineup. That'd be fun, Ave.
It would be awesome.
That would be very, very fun. That would be fun.
You hope the D-backs keep losing.
I mean, they're out of it. They're so out of it.
Even in that division, what are they?
Yeah,
best they're going to be is 4th.
It's like the AL East on crack, that division. You know, yeah. It's like you got the Padres, Giants, Dodgers. But
I don't care. Like I think Santander being kind of a no-go is the most fun option to try and buy because you can just buy a bat. Yeah, you can just buy a bat that you kind of have everyone figured out as to where they should play. I think the Class A playing the outfield experiment's going to be done soon. But then, like, what do? Varsho, Barger, and then you just put Springer back in there. I know the defense hasn't been great, but
better Better than Clase, probably.
I think it's better than that
Or
too.
do
So
we do we throw Naylor back in the outfield like in the good old days?
I swear in San Diego he played a decent amount of outfield too. Like
Yeah, he did.
that's kind of what he was. I would say the only difference between the outfield defense is the speed for Clase and Naylor. I think he can make the similar amount of plays from what we've been watching right now. Don't you?
Yeah, I that
The
one
one play he
today.
made it, the one play he made today going in, I don't think Naylor makes
No,
the dive, but
he went 1 for 4 on plays at the wall today. I mean, that one that and Keegan with the extra ricochet at Clase, and they showed his route. He steps in on a ball that was like 115 off the bat. He steps in on it.
yeah, I think outfield defense has gotten so good where it's so funny to watch guys who aren't good at it.
Yeah.
Like it's funny to watch Castellanos play the outfield.
Oh, I watched it yesterday. That was some of the worst outfield I've ever
I know,
seen.
but everyone else is so good at playing defense where you look at those guys like, what? How did it get this bad? But everyone else is making so many good plays where you kind of forget that it's really hard to play outfield defense sometimes.
I think the Lourdes thing, because I compared his outfield defense to Lourdes is, we could kind of stick with it because it was like he's a good hitter, like
Yeah.
Lourdes raked. But Clase, I mean, Clase got pinch hit today. I think that was kind of a message like, get this fucking guy out of the lineup. Like he got pinch hit for Straw. And Griff on Twitter has been tweeting it. I think we got to keep Lucas in left and Straw in center until Varsho's back. That should be the solidified left and center field,
I
right? Like
think
that.
is in on this that Miles Straw should be playing way more.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm trying to say. Like that's what Griff is trying to say as well. I think Miles Straw's defense is. We saw it today. I mean, the score of that game is way different if Miles Straw's in left, right? Or like
Like
it just
I'd almost every day Miles Straw.
until Varsho gets back.
Yeah, like I think he should kind of be the permanent center fielder. The numbers he's putting up defensively are goated, and
Yeah.
I'm fine to just switch Lucas and Schneider or whoever they're gonna have as their. Honestly, I'm fine with that. Just Lucas in left against righties, and then Schneider. That's kind of what they've been doing. It'd be nice to get some more production from him, but I'm fine with that platoon, and then whatever we want to do, doing right, like Addy playing right. I'm kind of
Yeah.
cool with that.
Addison Barger is so fun, man. And Seth made a point where he was like, "Is Addison Barger just Teoscar?" And I would. It's way too early in the career to call it that, but I feel the same way about Barger when Barger's at the plate as I did about Teo. Like he gets a mistake, he's sending it to hell. But what's awesome about Barger is he is awesome defensively. Like in right today, he made some great plays. No one is running on him. No one is running on that missile of an arm. Um, he is. He's like a left-handed version of Teo, but really good defensively. It's kind of an awesome development, to be honest with you. It really is.
I have no complaints about what he's done to this point too. It kind of slowed down a little bit. Obviously an insane tear he went on at first, but if his hits are going to be home runs and extra bases, that's totally fine to hit at that point in the order too. So like I don't know anything bad to say about Barger's game to this point.
Yeah.
It's still hilarious when we look at our bottom three we put out every day. How are these guys winning baseball games? And it's awesome, man.
I looked at it today and I was like, does that say Clase, Heineman, and fucking Jimenez bottom three? Like it's crazy. And they're still winning baseball games, and that's a testament to the guys like Ernie. Like that's the guys like Nathan Lucas who have been awesome. The guys like Barger, Vladdy, Kirk, Springer. It's just been an awesome way to win baseball games. And like I said at the start of the podcast, they never they they never cease to amaze me this season because I can't believe they're doing this without Varsho. And I can't believe they're doing this without Santander, who we were penciling in for 30 home runs this season. And they're somehow winning baseball games. I know we say it all the time, Avery, but I'm like, imagine if I said as a prediction in March, Toronto Blue Jays would be 7 games above 500 on June 29th, and Santander would have 7 home runs. You would call me a moron if I said that, dude. It's crazy.
it would have been the worst prediction of all time. You would have been
Oh,
uh, laughed
I would
off
have
the
been,
airways.
yeah,
No
I would have
one
been
would have
sent to a
wanted.
psych ward if I
Yeah, no
said
one would
that.
have wanted.
Do you think Tony Taters is watching this team just absolutely win every baseball game, being like, "Fuck," like, I mean, fuck me, man. They're
No,
doing
I
this
think
shit without me.
no, I think he's thinking that he made the right decision to come here. Like
Well, he could have
looking
stayed
what
with the Wagon Orioles.
look at what Baltimore's doing right now and what the Blue Jays are doing. I think if Anthony Santander was healthy, it would be going differently than this for him. So it's truly they need him to get healthy. Like if he's going to be the deadline pickup that you could say that he comes back and he does all of that, then it's fine. But he's an important piece to this team too, just optics wise and pitching to other people. Like imagine you go top four, top six, actually.
Yeah.
Like Bichette, Barger, Vlad, Santander, Springer, Kirk.
Oh my God.
And
That's
then,
a fun top set. And Avery, you're not even including like, because then you get to slide guys down like Ernie and Nathan,
well,
6'7".
right after you put Dalton Varsho and then you put Ernie.
That's a
Like that's
fun order, man.
yeah, and I'm fine with Andres Jimenez too. Like
You've been
that's
taking fine swings. I mean, I'm not gonna. You've been taking fine swings.
yeah. It's like if that's your nine, that's a good lineup, man. That can compete. There's firepower in there. There's ways of playing baseball differently. I mean, I think that's a good like final. If no moves happen and everyone gets healthy, I think that's a totally fine, normal final like edition of this lineup. Do you
I
not?
think if I'm Ross the boss, I go to the training staff in Dundee and I go, what is the odds we get a healthy Anthony Santander by end of July, early August? I want it now. Like, give me a percentile chance, a percentage on a healthy Santander. Because if it's 50, 40% that we get him at the end of July, early August, I'm going out there and grabbing it back because I kind of have to, right? Is that kind of, are you doing that if you're Ross Atkins? Because to be honest, like we talked, the dude isn't swinging a fucking bat. And that's his only job. He's a fucking DH.
Yeah. I mean, they might go get a bat anyways, right? They've kind of cycled through that Wagner, Roden spot in their order where no one really plays. So like they could take that spot and get a guy that they think is competent as well for some at bats. Like they're kind of just running with that one as they'll just keep bringing a guy up, sending him down, whatever. So if that's the spot that you want to use to get someone really good, I think you could also just do that too. But being in the conversation at this point of the year, we're gonna head into July with and we get a big series against the Yankees. Like, is there anything better than that? A
No.
4 game set with the Yankees at home on Canada Day where the team's good. YJ's brought this up a couple days ago. At this point last year, the Jays were like 5 games under 500.
I think it was 6 at this point.
Yeah, I mean this was on Friday, so
Yeah.
I'm sure at this point. But it's all you're asking for your baseball team. Give you a chance through the summer, man. And I couldn't be more excited for this Yankee series too. I hate playing them, but 4 games at home to start July is sick. And you can make up
And
real ground too.
man, I would love to talk. Maybe we can ask a couple of the guys, but I would love to hear how awesome it is going to be to play on Canada Day against the Yankees in the middle of a playoff push in front of 50,000 people at the Rogers Center on Canada Day. I mean, I have chills thinking about it right now, man. Like, that's why we do this. That's why I believe, like, it is awesome to be playing me. Like, this time last year, I wasn't even fucking watching the games, dude. Like, it was terrible, right? And now we're watching a baseball team going into July that's going to be 6 or 7 games above 500, Avery. I mean, there's not much more you can ask for with this ball club. There really isn't. And they're battling adversity. I think the new additions on the coaching staff, Popkins and Lou, have been awesome. I know we give credit to them already, but they've been awesome. I think the way this team is being managed, the lineups being put together, it has just all been an awesome experience to watch this baseball team. And it's fun. Like, I look forward to games. Like, you count it down now. It's like, holy shit, we got an hour till first pitch. Let's fucking ride. You got the adrenaline as a fan. It's cool, man. It's absolutely cool, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I really wouldn't. This is fun. This is unbelievable.
No, I think it's cool now that we have a rotation set too. I think
Yes,
it,
you know who's pitching.
yeah, that's I find fun as well. We're starting to lose some of the younger guys. They're like how good they have been too. Which is kind of concerning. Like some of the long guys in the
Well,
bullpen.
Brendan Little was sick today, though.
He's not a long guy. He's a leverage guy though. I would say like the Fluharty types were
Yeah,
kind of concerning.
but
In
I
this,
got an update on Jimmy Garcia. Pitched today.
he did pitch today, 2/3, right?
2/3, no runs. ERA's in zero right now in the minors. You got to think he'll be activated for this Yankee series, right? If he pitched today, and
Yeah, I guess you just want to see how he feels tomorrow, right?
yeah,
That's the But he wouldn't play because the minor leagues don't play on Mondays. So maybe there's a non-zero chance of it happening.
even they get him for the White Sox series this weekend, though, right?
True.
Um, there's a way. I think there's a pretty good chance that Yimi could even be activated. Let's say game two, game three of the Yankee series, right? Like, there's
Yeah.
ways around it, but I think having him back and slotting him in that eighth, ninth inning role, you got Wyrod, Yimi, and Hoffman. Sign me up for that. That's a great back end of the bullpen, man. And then Sandlin, who was great today as well, 2.13 ERA, can be thrown in there. You can kind of play around with it.
I
Brendan
mean,
Little's been awesome.
Brendan Little's
Oh,
back.
oh,
He's
he's
back in a
fucking
big.
back.
Yeah.
And you know what, Avery? I watched it today. Um, Obviously I fucking watched it today, but he was in the zone more, I feel like today. I don't know if I have stats to back it up, but when he's in the zone like he is, he gets quick outs. I mean, he threw 9 pitches today.
Yeah,
Like,
that was the only thing is like we Brendan Little can make his life easier if he's in the zone because he gets people to hit ground balls when they make contact most of the time, and that helps him in the zone. Like he was doing so much heavy lifting on the swing and miss, which is you want people to have swing and miss in your pen, but it was killing his arm every time he went out there and threw
he's
20
efficient.
yeah, 27, 28 pitches for a single inning every single time he went out there. But you put it in the zone, the sink's good, man. He'll get ground balls, and I think him being back in he wants to try and throw the ball in the strike zone most of the time. I
Yeah.
understand that, but maybe it was a slight mechanical adjustment. But when he's on, he's fucking unhittable. It's great to watch. It's why we gave him so much leverage immediately. It's why he was so good. We gave him all the trust as fans. You watched it. It's like this is automatic. Brendan Little's going to get out of this, but now we're back to it. It's been great, man.
I think this series, and I don't know if Red Sox fans probably, there's a couple Red Sox fans listen to this and probably watch this, but I think this series for me was like, for them, was like a killer. You know, it's like they kind of, if they win this series, they're back in that wild card race. I mean, the Mariners keep losing. They're not dead. The Red Sox, like they win that series against a team that's in a playoff spot comfortably right now. It's like, all right, we're back kind of in this thing. And Eric Lauer in this bullpen shoved it. I think one of the storylines from this week that we have to talk about that's absolutely hilarious, Avery. Ernie Clements just turned into a walk guy now. I mean, I can't believe this shit. Dude, he walked 6 times in this series. Six. Or like in this road trip.
Yeah.
That's probably never happened in his life. College, minor leagues, major league, that's never fucking happened.
John, I think he had 11 walks last year. Like I remember him doing YJs would bring this up. It was 10, 10, 10. Was he going to have 10 walks, 10 stolen bases, and 10 home runs? That was the big thing for Ernie Clement. I'm going to look on Fangraphs now. He has 18 walks this season.
18?
18 compared to 11 walks last year. He had
That is absurd.
452 plate appearances for 11 walks.
And that's like a testament because that's a testament to his approach, man. I mean, the dude got on base 5 times on Friday.
Oh my God. The Ernie's, yeah. Friday was awesome too.
That was an Ernie Clement legacy game. The catching the ball into the crowd, ass out.
Ass out was awesome. So Ernie last year, 12 home runs, 11 walks, 11 ground into double plays, 12 stolen bases. He had more ground into double plays than walks. I will forever think that. Just one of my favorite stat lines for a season was Ernie Clement 2024. My favorite thing also was Friday night, Jay's shit kicking in it was my girlfriend's birthday, so I didn't get to watch. The worst when they play well and you don't get to watch.
Yeah.
So and then I tuned in. I had all Saturday on the couch to watch the game, and they put up the stinker. That one hurt me bad. But I was just looking at the lineup. I got to watch the first inning. Like, this team stinks without Rafael Devers. I was just
Oh
thinking
my
that right away.
God.
It is so nice not to have him. Just the thought of Devers in the lineup being gone has to do wonders, and it's got to kill them too.
Because I feel like he raked against the Jays, right? It's like I think the MVP of this series was actually Craig Breslow because I think it's absolutely hilarious that they were rolling and they just dealt Devers, and now they have the lowest production in baseball from the DH position. It's unbelievable stuff, to be honest. Like, and I know people rag on Blue Jays ownership and Ross and Mark and all those guys, but it does rock that the Toronto Blue Jays have an ownership group that is willing to spend money. And I know tons of you guys that listen to this podcast remember the '08 JP Ricciardi days. In Keegan's book, JP Ricciardi literally said he was not allowed to spend money. Like, ownership said you are not allowed to spend money. So if you could just give ourselves a little pat on the back, hang the banner up, at least we have an ownership groups that genuinely deep down to their core cares about winning baseball and doesn't care about dumping contracts or trading guys because their salary is too high for the team. Like, they want to win. And I think the signing of the Vladdy contract, the Vladdy deal, is a massive part of that. Like, they are going to want to win here and want to build a winning team around him for like 10 years down the road or whatever it is.
So I think the funniest thing about that, John, is imagine a cheap owner if the Miles Straw trade happened.
Then that'd be it. That would be it for the off season there.
Hey, let's take on this guy for what is it, like $10 million?
Yeah.
It's like 14, or maybe that
Yeah.
was the bonus pool they got, but he's not that cheap. Hey, we're gonna take on Miles Straw, a guy who hit a 60 weighted runs created plus in AAA last year, and we're gonna guarantee to give him like $10 million this season. But we're gonna get this great Japanese phenom. A couple weeks go by. Oh, you know what? We actually didn't get the good player. We're paying the other guy $10 million to play. They'd be so mad about that. But like, at the end of the day, it's worked out for the team.
Yeah,
It's not been bad at all.
he's been valuable, man. He's been absolutely valuable. I think it rocks. It absolutely rocks that we have an ownership group that says just has fuck you money that essentially owns all of Canada in the wireless market. It's been sick. So shout out Ed, player of the week, Ed Rogers.
Player of the week, Ed Rogers.
Player of the week, Ed Rogers. But
Okay, I like
just
that.
an awesome series. That Friday game was so fun, Avery. The stream was awesome. I think the funniest part about the stream was when they intentionally walked someone and then the next batter they walked him on 4 pitches. Like, they
Was that
intentionally
when
walked someone to load the bases.
that's when
And then the
Bernardino
next
came in?
Yeah. They intentionally walk someone, and the next hitter he walks on 4 pitches,
Yeah.
just nowhere in the zone. It was like just the most waste of a intentional walk ever.
That was Jimenez was the one who walked there, I believe.
Yes, yeah,
It's so funny. I was doing retweets. I really, really like when the Red Sox fans get mad. They're so good at posting about their team sucking
yeah.
that
Are they the best loser posters on the internet?
yeah, Yankees fans complain more, but Red
But it's
Sox
not
fans,
like a cute complaint because the Yankee fans complain, but your team's in first fucking place.
I know, but the Red Sox fans have gotten really good about posting about their team stinking.
Yes.
That they're just like, fuck this. This is the fourth straight season or mediocrity. They have some really funny tweets. So I do appreciate Red Sox fans. I was just sitting there scrolling,
Oh,
retweeting stuff.
so good.
Carabas going to the game and watching that too. So good. But I was supposed to go this weekend. We actually had an invite to go on Saturday.
Oh, thank God we didn't go.
If we drove to go to Boston
No.
to go to that game, thank God. I started watching. He said, we could have been in a car for 10 hours to go watch that, and we didn't go.
I think that was the smartest thing I ever did. I was like, I couldn't go.
Yeah.
I'm happy I didn't pull the trigger on that because if I had no responsibilities today, like watch my dog, I would have went. And it would have been probably one of the worst decisions I think we've ever made on this podcast, besides the no hitter in
The
Detroit.
no hitter in Detroit, but that was only a 4 hour drive. Like that's
Yeah,
half
that's
the amount.
fair.
That's half the amount of driving. That's half.
Yeah, it was if we'd went to that game, I would have hated it. But just an awesome series. La Machina. Let's talk about La Machina, man. Or was it Gossman?
Nope.
La Machina, right? Friday?
Yeah.
This dude is sick. This dude is fucking awesome. Absolutely awesome. And we mentioned it last pod. We don't really have a true number one right now, but they get a true number one. This team's on World Series watch. And the names out there aren't as sexy aside from Merrill Kelly, but Merrill Kelly's not really a one, right, Abe? It's
Oh
like
no, that's not that sexy.
that's
Of a
like
name.
another depth piece, right? Like
Good pitcher. Really good
great
pitcher.
pitcher, but just a depth piece. I was listening to the believe it or not, I was listening to Blue Jays talk radio after the game or whatever it was, Blair and Barker after the game today, and they're talking about like Sandy Alcantara and like, will the Jays have enough pieces to get him, brother? I don't think it's taken much to acquire 6 ERA man Sandy Alcantara right now, right? Like that's not really a frontline guy I trust right now as a number one for a rotation that has tons of twos and threes, right? Like
Well,
that's not that sexy of a name for me right now. Those numbers aren't really standing out to be like a let's really go for it. Let's go for Sandy Alcantara.
he's been good as of late. Like he's back to kind of old form, Sandy is, and that's why he's at the perfect time for the Marlins. Like you look at the surface stats, but I think if you sorted by like a smaller sample, of course it's going to look better. But like the last four starts have been good for Sandy, and like that's a guy who's couple pitches throws hard, has been obviously Cy Young winner, has been good.
Are
That's
you in on him?
maybe not for what it'll take. Like I'm not sold that it's totally there because like after his Tommy John, it's not as good as it used to be. I don't know if I'm in on anyone. I don't
Like
know
Mitch
who's
Keller's a good name. I like Mitch Keller.
it's a bit like I don't want to give up resources for Mitch Keller, really.
Yeah. I guess that's true. I just love teas. I love transactions, man. I I love transactions, and I would love to be in that war room with Ross the boss on trade deadline day. Maybe if you're listening to this, I know a lot of Blue Jays executives do listen to this humble brag because I sometimes get emails about some of the stuff we say as like funny stuff. But I'd love to be in the war room with Ross the boss and Mark. Just kind of hearing the shit and like we have the magic button. It's like, what would the fans think? It's like Johnny Avery. What do you think about this? Should we pull this trigger? It's like, nah, I don't think the fans would like that one. Let's see the next one.
The
Let's see
other
the
the
next
other
one, Ross.
name that the rumor this is another YJ's is the best transaction guy. He just throws names in our chat nonstop. He's like, is it Keller or do you want Luis Severino if there's two?
Oh, Luis Severino got his dick shoved in today. Dick
He
shoved in.
he hates playing for
Well,
the
that's
A's.
on. I don't feel bad for that moron. You signed there.
I think we can save him. I think we can save him.
I mean, but that's a guy who's not really a one either.
I don't know how many ones are out there, man. Like who's giving up ones
Yeah,
unless
I guess
they're
bad teams don't really have ones.
it kind of goes there's I'm I would like to go through and see because there's ones who pitch in two slots for teams like that. Some staffs are so good that can happen, but I'm gonna go through. Maybe I'll do an exercise this week. Just how many number one starting pitchers there truly are in baseball because I don't know. I don't know how many we're gonna get there, and I don't know how many of those are gonna be like on the market.
Maybe Double A helps us out. Schwellenbach.
Why would he ever give up him? Sale is the one you have to get off of them.
Yeah. Sale also essentially died diving for a baseball against the Mets, so he's on the IL with something with his ribs.
Oh man, I like that sick diving play he made. He got
Yeah,
hurt
he
from
he
that.
broke he like really hurt his ribs. He's on
Oh
the IL.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah. So there's
I
not
mean,
really I guess that's a fair point, but listen, man, I mean they're doing this right now without a number one. Just don't if it's not broke, don't fix it, you
no,
know?
no,
It's
absolutely. But and
quantity over quality.
you could also do this a different way, cheaper way, most likely, is you just acquire the best bullpen of all time, and you go Tigers mode.
Mason Miller.
I don't know.
I've been seeing the name, and I think Iggy threw it out there. Uh, David Bednar,
Oh,
back to form. A guy, I have his contact info on my phone. Maybe I'll shoot him a text. Like, just send him the
okay.
Toronto skyline. Go, what you think of this?
He
You
has
know, what do you
figured.
think about this, Bedsy? I I would love David Bednar in this bullpen. Then we'd have too many good arms. It's kind of a good
There's
problem to have.
another. Oh fuck, Rodriguez on the Pirates too. Who's I forget his first name, but he's also putting up insane numbers. Like you could maybe we get IKF back too. You know, three couple and
Sometimes
Horwitz.
you got to
Fuck.
go back to move forward. Did you see that John Boy video, Avery, of them ranking third basemen they want? And they go Eugenio Suarez 7 out of 10, Nolan Arenado 10 out of 10. Like, do those guys watch ball?
I mean, they have to by how much they talk about it, but that they chirp. People did not like that video at
Oh,
all.
they hated it.
Yeah,
I think
the pro.
if we become the John Boy of Blue Jays fandom, I think I'd probably give up on this thing. Like, Yankee fans hate their guts. I have
yeah.
never really seen John Boy riders on social media that are like ride or die with everything they say. Like, they
No.
hate their guts.
Yeah, not like the Section 10 guys. Like Boston fans love them.
Oh, they love them.
It's different.
Yeah.
But even what we do for work, you can tell that that video was just a throwaway of 4 videos he did in 5 minutes there. And it's just like he's not even thinking about it at all. It's some intern has to get his videos in for the week. So like, hey Jake, here are these, and there's no numbers for them. He's like, you know what? I just want Nolan Arenado because I like his
But it
name
was on
the
a
most.
podcast, though.
I didn't think so. I thought it was a.
No, it was on a pod, I'm pretty sure.
I thought it was just a one-off like short video.
Even that, though, like elite, like Nolan Arenado stinks.
He does. He really
I
does.
mean,
But
Eugenio
that's
Suarez
another
rocks.
guy. You have to think that Arenado age way different here plays a factor. Is the same as Luis Robert, where you think. I mean, the Cardinals aren't bad actually. Even
No, they're good.
yeah, that's this that point that I was about to make doesn't make any sense at all. They're 47 and 38. Like they're 2.5 games back of their division. Him playing poorly is not because he wants to go somewhere else because his team is bad. I was about
Mhm.
to say it's the same as Luis Robert, where you think you could save him and he'll be good for you. Like if Arenado put together a good playoffs, you would think so, but the numbers have been pretty bad, man.
Yeah, not
Dennis
great.
Santana's the other one I'm thinking
Dennis.
of.
Yeah, he pitched yesterday for them. He was nails.
Yeah, he's not like I do think it's kind of fake what he's doing a little bit. I actually think it's really fake. Just looking at these numbers on the surface, 20% K rate, a 2% home run or 0.25 home runs, not obviously still rate, but like a 3.51 xFIP home run to fly ball rate of 2.8%.
Oh my God.
I think it's yeah, probably a little fake, but again, you can do that for a full season as a reliever and still be
Yeah,
pretty good.
you can fake your way in.
Talking about other people's players is a lot of fun, man. It's
Oh,
why
last year we were talking about what we were gonna get for for auctioning guys off.
yeah, talking about other teams' players. I know the Yankees do this all the time, and they just go for the best players on everyone else's team. I like kind of picking through the middle. It's fun.
It's
Just
like,
like you know what, they could be good players. They could be good Blue Jays.
yeah, they can be great. But we just want depth guys. We ride or die with our players on our ball club. But what out of this weekend? Like, what was your favorite part of the weekend? Was it the offense? Was it the bullpen? Because there was tons of facets that were awesome this week, and today was very uncharacteristic for the Blue Jays. It was terrible defense and mistakes.
Yes, that was really bad. I I don't know. I like watching a pitching masterclass, and when I went back and watched the Barrios outing,
Oh,
he's fun to watch. I said he's not the guy to steal a playoff start. I think I'm starting to walk that one back. I think he might be able to steal you a playoff, like a
yeah,
playoff win.
he's been awesome.
It's different than the prototype I like for that. I mean, obviously a guy who just throws way harder than him, but he's found a way every single time. And whenever I think he's going to go out there and get shelled, he finds a way to get you through 7. And it's special, man. It's just
Yeah.
good pitching. It's fun to watch. I like watching Eric Lauer pitch. His misses seem to be further outside the zone than some of the other pitchers like on the team. But again, the way he just like
He gets his
cutters
money's worth. He's an umpire's dream. His
cutters
misses aren't
inside.
close.
Yeah, today I was just chalking up a bunch of stuff to I hate watching games at Fenway.
Yeah.
It's like what a Mickey Mouse ballpark that. The Narvaez home run to right field that went 330 feet and
Oh,
stuck
I mean,
inside
that was the most Mickey Mouse ass shit ever.
yeah.
Like, Lauer got Fenway'd today.
Does Is a pesky pole home run more annoying than a short porch home run?
Easily, easily, because it just wraps around. It's the cut corner. It's never ending. I was genuinely angry at that home run. That was pathetic.
But you think the short porch home runs are fine?
Nah, I mean, they're more ethical than a pesky pole home run.
I think so too. I hate it's like, why does the fence look like that? Why is the foul pole there?
Pathetic.
It's
Really pathetic stuff. Sad.
what a hilarious division for baseball fields, baseball
Oh,
stadiums.
awesome. You got Steinbrenner Field, who it was so hot today that they had unlimited challenges because they couldn't work the video room
No, that I
from
was
the
they
dugout.
were they were in Baltimore.
Oh, sorry, Baltimore. Yeah. I mean, just
What's it?
unbelievable stuff.
Another team in the division too.
Yeah, well, Baltimore is just there. I was getting like, okay, I guess we talk about Baltimore. In the weekend of Johnny Junta, Kobe Mayo, the biggest fucking loser in the American League, hits a home run for his first career home run to increase the weighted runs created plus to 64 off a position player. Did I think that he pimped it? I don't think he pimped it. I think he was just saying to the dugout, like, oh, fuck. My first career home runs off a position player. Does it get more poetic than that? The shit talker online, first career home run, can't even enjoy it because it's off Jose Caballero. Caballero. Like, it was just the weekend of Johnny Junta this weekend. All the Johnny Junta guys were buzzing. Bryson Stott looks great again. Probably going to win the Gold Glove at second. It was just an awesome Johnny
Bryson's
Junta.
back with the bat.
Yeah,
Fucking rights.
starting to swing a little bit.
The Phillies record's insane now too, right?
Yeah, that looks great. That's a great series win for the J, or a great split on the season, or they lost the season series actually by one.
Yeah, they got
But
they got
yeah,
shit
it
on.
was shout out Kobe Mayo. Congrats on that first career home run, buddy. Helped the team improve to 10 games below 500 this weekend. So great stuff. Great stuff. Do you still stand with that take, Avery? That the Orioles are going to go on a run? They suck. Like
Yeah.
they are bad, dude.
I the only thing that will hurt them is selling.
And they're
And
gonna fucking sell. It's gonna be a yard sale at Camden Yards this year.
yeah,
Yard sale.
they have no good pitching to really let go of. I mean, maybe Eflin, but that's not that great. Mullins is going to be gone. Rhino Hearn's going to be gone. And it's going to be very funny. Every day it looks less and less like they're going to go on the run that I think they're going to go on.
You kind of go on the mud this week. Jay Hay Kid, who's a follower at Gate 14, said that Vladimir Guerrero Jr. being out of the home run derbies means there's going to be less ground balls, even though he's at his second lowest ground ball rate of his career. And you kind of bodied him. You quote tweeted with the Vladdy home run derby picture. Was that a clickbait tweet? Because this guy, Jay Hay Kid, used to compare him to Billy Butler, used to compare him to Tristan Cassis, which was, I mean, holy shit. The Band-Aid Tristan Cassis. I think he just has an agenda for Vladdy. I really do.
I think he hates Vladdy too. I was walking upstairs a couple minutes ago. I was like, you know what? You're allowed to hate baseball players. You're allowed to have certain guys that you don't like. And I went back and I just don't like I think he hated the contract too. He doesn't like Vlad, and that's okay. You're allowed to think that, but saying that Vladimir Guerrero Jr. wouldn't be good for the home run derby, and those aren't the words he used in his tweet, but insinuating that he's happy that Vladimir Guerrero Jr.'s not in the home run derby is such an insane take to me. A guy who is universally loved throughout baseball. Like the young kids love Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And if you want to market the game, Vlad is one of the best BP hitters in the whole wide world. It doesn't matter if Vlad had 100% ground ball rate in the major leagues against real pitchers. You put him in BP, he is going to light it up. And I don't know. I think he would believe that if we said it to him. I think it was a troll tweet by him. So I didn't give it too much. I'm not like Jay Hayes an idiot. I tried not to do that because I thought he was kind of trolling. But if you think Vladimir Guerrero Jr. not being in the All-Star game is good for the league, I think you're kind of an idiot on that part. It would be it's so fun.
Out of all the things to chirp the Toronto Blue Jays about, Ohtani, free agents, you could chirp Vladdy about like having the slow start. He's at 12 home runs now. You chirp Vladimir Guerrero Jr.'s batting practice? That's probably the only solidified, guaranteed, must-watch TV thing in the history of this organization.
Yes.
Like the dude, there's a video of him hitting off a tee, opposite field home runs, and in the minors
He
off a
was
tee.
he was like 15 years old. Obviously not, but he was 15 years old when he was doing that
It's like of
show
all
with
the
Carlos
things,
Pena.
it's like chirping Shaq in a dunk contest. That's what it is. It's like it, that's what he's good at. He's
Yes.
nasty at BP.
Yeah. It's I think it was just a total troll tweet at that point. But again, so stupid. Vladdy saving it for Ronald Acuna Jr. I think that was noble of him, but there is rumblings of potentially the All-Star game coming next year, right?
Yeah. Oh, if we Mark, if we don't have unlimited access to that All-Star game and produce the greatest content ever, you might be you might be downgraded to my stepdad, not my father figure in my life. All right, Mark. Um, we need they haven't had it here in like what 20 something years. I think it was like 91.
It would have been
91. Yeah, it was because I have the shirt. 91 All-Star game. Um, it's a long time coming. Renovated stadium. It would be awesome.
I think it would be cool. You'd have imagine having to close the roof for that how bad that would suck if you
Oh,
had
that
the
would
home run.
suck. They would not. I mean, it's July.
Yeah, like just if it rained. I
Yeah.
mean, I guess it would rain out at any event ever, so you could actually keep it going. All-Star game would be cool here. I
Yeah.
think it's not the best stadium in the world. I like when they do them at the classics. Like I almost think it should be at Wrigley or Fenway or Yankee
Every year.
Stadium every year.
Rotate.
Yeah,
Did
I
you say
think that.
Yankee Stadium?
I think Yankee Stadium's cool.
I mean, not the old one. They should
No,
bring back the old one and do it at the old one. I actually don't. I'm pretty sure they've demolished it, but they should do that. I think.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, Safeco was cool though, or T-Mobile. That was cool.
that was a cool one too. But like Texas for one, no,
Oh,
thank
that was
you.
pathetic. That
Yeah.
fucking sucked. That was so shit. And do you remember the national anthem from that one? That
Oh,
was
I
so
don't. I
fucking funny.
remember a good All-Star game being in Minnesota when we were in high school. I remember a cool All-Star game in at Busch Stadium. I just think the good venues host.
Atlanta will be fun though.
I think that's a good venue to have it too. I wish we were able to get there for that
Yeah,
one.
Atlanta would be fun. By the way, speaking about Vladdy, if you haven't yet buy tickets to Plaque at the Place that we have for, I think we're almost at 300 tickets sold, I believe, which blows my fucking mind because I announced it a week ago. But yeah, we have 300 tickets available. Then they're going to open up a second tier type of seating. They've reserved some seats, so run it up, buy the tickets. And the next thing is, if you are a listener in BC, Vancouver, or obviously Vancouver is in BC, but in that area, we will be there July 18th, 19th, 20th, watching our wagon Vancouver Canadians, and just mingling with the fans, throwing out the first pitch. Avery doesn't want to throw out the first pitch, which is fair. I get it, whatever. But yeah, we got tons of fun things coming up here with Gate 14. But I guess we can now talk about and go into the biggest series of the year, Avery. This is it. Um, so far, I know we're in July. This is the biggest series of the year so far. I think this is probably the top. You have a chance to gain ground on a team directly in front of you in the division, and there's no scoreboard watching. There's no seeing what they're doing. It's happening right in fucking front of you. And that's the awesome part of it. 4-game set against the New York Yankees at Rogers Center, which is going to absolutely rock. Let me go into it here. Let me go into what
Yeah, I don't think the pitching matchups are too favorable,
they're not
unfortunately.
favorable for the Toronto Blue Jays, I'll say it. Kind of really wish they got Stroman instead, but he
Yeah,
pitched today.
Stroman pitched today, right? And
Yeah,
they
kind of bullshit. So Monday, Carlos Rodon versus Max Scherzer, Max Fried versus Kevin Gossman, Will Warren versus Jose Barrios, and on Thursday it is Clark Schmidt versus Chris Bassett. Um, Jose Barrios has been awesome. I think that's a favorable matchup in our direction against Will Warren. And the Chris Bassett one, bounce back start against Clark Schmidt. I think that's another favorable one as well. But the first two are going to be tough, man.
yeah. They
Rodon's been
they hit
awesome.
they hit Rodon pretty well,
Yes.
to be fair.
And it's two lefties for the Earn Dog to feast on.
Yeah, the Jays really good against lefties this year compared to last year. So I'm Fried is fucking good, man. He's really good. I almost doesn't matter who we pitch, where I feel like that in my mind, that's a loss, and I would love for me to be wrong on that.
Yeah.
It's the most happy with the split series I've ever had.
Oh yeah. No blood. Just no
If
blood.
if there's no blood, I feel pretty happy with how things went. I mean,
Yeah.
if get cheeky to win 3 of 4, I'm
If they
thrilled.
win 3 or 4, I'm saying World Series contender for this ball club.
Yeah.
I mean, if they won 3 or 4, that means they won one of the Max Fried or Carlos Rodon starts. So yeah, I'm taking 3 or 4. But I think we got to keep the reverse jinx going, Avery. I say the Jays lose 3 or 4 because we've been saying that every series in the last that they've won, except the White Sox won. So I think we got to stick to Old Faithful and say Jays lose 3 or 4.
Yeah, Jays get swept.
Okay.
Jays get
I
swept.
forgot to talk about this before we go into the listener questions. Um, how fucking awesome is Y-Rod? We didn't even give him his flowers today. He comes in, Tyler Heineman, back pick play. That was again, don't get me started on that. And he goes out. No runs, no blood, tying run at second base. He comes in and just shoves. Next inning, how about that 0 for Veneer Man? How about that 0 for Veneers Man? He has been a massive part of this bullpen. And I actually saw Griff tweet it today. He's been the most valuable pitcher in the bullpen. He's
Yeah,
number one.
he's only had one meltdown, right?
Yeah.
The shutdowns and meltdowns thing. He's only had one.
Yeah.
He's cool, man. That's why he was reliever of the year in the MPB or whatever it was. He's really good at relieving, and I still want the starting thing to work out because I think he's that cool. But when you find someone thriving in his position, it's pretty hard to want him to stop doing that too. And he's been so valuable. It was kind of that was a pretty popular thing from people preseason, right, John?
Yeah.
It was Y-Rod's going to be the next step. It's going to be his kind of breakout. So it's nice
I think we
when
activated a demon in the bullpen. I think that's what we did. We activated a demon. His stuff is up compared to last year, obviously, because he can let it eat for an inning or two. The Cuban Missile, the real Cuban Missile, Yariel Rodriguez has been unbelievable. It's almost like to the point now where I just expect a 0 from him. And I know we're not going to get it every single time. That's just impossible in the game of baseball. But I really do, in these leverage situations, expect Y-Rod masterclass. I really do.
yeah, I've Aroldis Chapman still breaks my
Oh
brain.
my God. Should the Jays try to acquire him?
Honestly, John, it's not a bad idea. Aroldis Chapman every single year has signed a 1 year deal, goes to a dog shit team, and they trade him to a playoff team.
And
It's
he
like
just finesses World Series.
the last 4 seasons, right?
Yeah.
It's been cool. Good for him. Let's go into some listener questions. First one from CB. It's just a simple one. What's better than this?
This is better than sex. This is better than probably my future childbirth. Um, this is better than that first Zen after a meal. Like, this is the greatest thing ever. Is 7 games above 500 the peak of the mountain? For me, it is.
No, there's more to climb, John. We got more to
For
go.
me, it's peak of the mountain.
I watched today's game in the pool at my older brother's place, and it was once they won the game, this fucking rocks. Like
I was pacing my room. I needed that win today. I wanted that win today.
yeah, outside, sun shining, watching ball. Honestly, not much better than
And
that.
watching a serious ball team.
Yeah, watching a serious ball team. From Victor, do you think Joey Loperfido should get a look in the near future? I think they've kind of just said fuck that roster spot, to be honest.
Yeah.
And it doesn't kind of really matter who they cycle in there at this point.
I think he'll be the next man up, probably, though.
Yeah, I would hope so. I like Joey. I want him to be there. That would be so cool. Rating wants to know if Kevin Augustine's profile picture change saved the season.
Might.
15-9.
Wow.
Pretty good. Should Eric Lauer have gotten Walker Bueller's contract?
Honestly, yeah. Walker Bueller, if he pitched for my team with the amount, because I know people do the Bowden comparison, stuff like that, because the walks and the home run stuff. This dude gets paid $20 million to be dog shit. Like, he sucks this year, Avery. He's ass.
He sucked last year, besides
Yeah. But
the playoff.
he just yeah. It's like, what have you done for me lately? They gave him 20 million because he got out against like he closed out a World Series.
Well, he got to New York in October and he said, "Wow, these baseballs are moving differently," and
Yeah.
got him a big contract. Is it time to look to another option again? This is a low Profito Robertson. I'm over Clase spending another minute on the big club
But the
until he
thing about
breaks.
Clase is he has like a pinch run late inning doesn't get much better than a man that stole 70 bases, brother.
Yeah, they see something in Clase that I don't see yet. So I'm gonna keep giving him the chance. I think they'd bring someone up if they thought they were better than Clase, right?
Yeah.
If we were to losing another significant member of the bullpen, do you think they would pursue another arm by trade, or do we have someone else we can trust in those situations? I think they're gonna add to the bullpen by
I
trade.
think they do a bullpen arm and a starter.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I think they could go about it a different way where they just rack up the pen.
Yeah.
Are we concerned at all about the daily QEW traffic and how it affects our free agency?
I think what it affects is the parade route.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah,
I mean
you're taking
the
the
guard.
parade to Hamilton.
Yeah, just take. I mean, you want to go all over the city, especially with how big the fan all over the province.
It'll be the
But
longest parade because you don't just play for a
but
city,
you play,
John.
you play, you do play for a country. I am looking forward to the drives on the Gardner when the World Cup is here. That should be fun.
What
But
a
yeah, I mean the
what a
traffic in
dog
Toronto.
shit piece of fucking road, man.
Oh,
Oh
it's just it's just let's have one highway take us to the one of the biggest cities in North America. That's what they did. Let's have a single highway for
and
it.
shut down a
And
lane
yeah,
each
and
way.
shut down 5 fucking lanes on it. Let's do that.
The Jays have a chance to be in sole possession of first place in the East after this week. What's your message to the club if you're Schneider? And specifically, what's your message to Chad Green?
Well, Chad Green's in Mop Up Duty Revenge series. I think if I'm John Schneider, and these guys are obviously professionals, my message is, I mean, essentially what we said earlier. Like, does it get better than this? We're playing meaningful games that matter in July. You don't have to treat it like that, obviously. Just go about your business. It's a massive series. In the grand scheme of things, it isn't really that big of a series, but uh, just go about your business, handle business, and trust your shit. I think that's the biggest thing. Trust what we got here. Keep it rolling.
I love that. We will get a Chad Green appearance this week, and he will give up Aaron Judge's furthest home run
Oh,
of his career.
I need I need Chad Green versus Aaron Judge this series so bad. I'm sorry. I need it so bad.
Can you predict Hall of Fame Jimenez year-end stat line?
80 weighted runs created plus.
Okay.
Gold glove at second.
That's- you know what, John? That's good enough for me.
Probably
Fuck it.
right though.
Um, what would we consider a successful win-loss record at the All-Star break?
I think right here, right? I mean, you go into the All-Star break facing the Athletics and the White Sox, I believe, if I have that correct.
And you also face the Angels, who are playing some decent ball.
Yeah, they're swinging it. Angels are swinging it. Mike Trout being back. Thoughts and prayers though with Ron Washington, who's obviously going through health stuff. But um, I think if they're 6, 7 games above 500 by the All Star break, I'm a happy man.
I think so too. I
Yeah.
would take that. If Miles Straw homers off of Max Fried, Johnny has to do blank.
Uh
You should not answer this question.
I'll custom order a Blue Jays dad hoodie and I'll wear it for a week. Or a Blue Jays dad t-shirt, his podcast.
That's really good. Over under Aaron Judge strikeouts during high leverage situations in the upcoming
I'm not
series.
gonna start. I'm not mushing this.
You
I
should
will.
not. I feel like
I
he hits a
will.
home run every time
I
against
will not be
us.
commenting on this. I will not be commenting on this.
Would you be okay with the season right now with the current standings, or do you think the Jays can get higher in the rankings? Maybe not the best worded question of all time. I would
I
like them
think
to
this is how
finish
it ends. I think they get the second wild card, Dave.
again. I'd be happy with just get into
But
the
the
dance.
shitty thing is, Avery, not to doom post, but They get the second wild card. They'll either be facing the Rays at Steinbrenner or the Yankees at Yankee Stadium
Well, they're not going to play at Steinbrenner,
or whatever. They'll play like I
Marlins
guess
Park, right?
Marlins Park or whatever. But yeah, we'll either get the Rays or the Yankees, and I'm not looking forward to that. I'll say that.
Yeah, that would suck.
That
Honestly,
would
that would.
suck. That would. I'm sorry, guys. That would be hell on earth. Sorry. That's yeah.
If the Jays sweep the Yankees, will you do something crazy for the fans of Gate 14?
No. Let's get to the
Um,
playoffs.
if the Jays sweep the Yankees, I'll buy someone something. I don't
Okay.
know what I don't know what it is yet.
Lauer jersey.
Um, More of an Avery question. The Blue Jays signed a new minor league pitching director this offseason, guy from the Giants, Justin Lair. Is he to blame for the it's funny he said, is he to blame for the recent surge in pitching success in the system? I honestly think a lot has to do with Dunedin pitching lab. Kind of, I think they're kind of running it well. I think that's why there's so much stuff on the draft for that coming as well. There's going to be a Gate 14 video on Wednesday about players for the Jays to draft. I started doing that, and we are shooting for July 10th for the golf video. By the way, I talked to Hunter. I said I looked like when the next off day is. July 10th is the next off day. I like
Hmm.
our videos do best when it's an off day
Yeah.
for the team. It's like you don't want to
Mhm.
watch something at 7. So I'm hoping July 10th we'll have that out. Kind of want to know some trade deadline specific targets. We kind of touched on that today. Who's getting a statue first at the Rogers Center? Johnny's first pitch, Brandon Belt, or you say trucking the one player on the A's?
Brandon Belt, the cock needs one.
um, Everyone's just asking, will a split be considered a success? I say
Yes.
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 Did they banish Buck from the booth?
No, I believe Buck always takes usually as he gets older, like a month off.
I thought he was coming back. I heard end of June, so maybe he's back for
Yeah.
this upcoming series. But Dan back on the mic, 2 straight series
Oh,
wins. Ben's done, man.
I'm sorry, Ben.
You might be banned for
Like,
the year.
yeah, your
What would
dad's a
your
goat.
what would your last meal be? Ryan says he's a simple man, so he's going with shrimp Alfredo. I'm
I,
chicken parm last
I think
meal.
penne alla vodka.
Nice. All right. Should the Jays look at Caleb Ferguson as a trade target? I would take that if Fluharty kind of struggles a little bit. Can we say that Jeff Hoffman is B word?
He's looking great.
He
Fastball
looks
below up, back in the zone. Off-speed pitches are unhittable. He's looked awesome. But that's what it kind of is though with a reliever, man. Peaks and valleys really with these guys, right? It's like
yeah.
he's that's his 18th save, Avery. The dude has 18 fucking saves, man.
Yep. Pretty good. Why do starting pitchers not go 9 or at least 8 innings as they used to?
Because they throw harder.
They're not throwing 130 pitches per start like they used to. I think that's
And they
it.
throw harder than the guys in the 80s.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, I think that's it for us, John.
And I have a question for you because I want this clip. We can post this on socials. If you could give a grade to the Toronto Blue Jays, we're essentially 2 games past the halfway point of the season, and they are 7 games above 500. What is the grade you are giving the Toronto Blue Jays right now? Injuries, 7 games above 500. What are you doing?
It's B plus A minus territory. I'm gonna settle on B plus.
Okay,
There's
I'm gonna
still
say A. I'm gonna say A minus.
there's still some room for some growth, but everything that's happened this season, with like the struggle, even like some of the starting pitching stuff, they've been great offensively. They've found a way, even with the struggles at the start of this season, to not let that take you over for multiple months and to turn it around to put up this performance. I think it's been great. They've exceeded the national media's expectations, and that's good enough for me. We thought they were better than what people thought they were going to be. I thought it was
Yeah,
kind of disrespectful as to what some of the predictions were. But again, I think everyone would be pretty happy at this point of the season.
I'm gonna say A minus because they're doing this with essentially they've been pitching a man by the name of To Be Announced twice every 5 days for like 2 months essentially, and they are 7 games below 500, comfortably in a playoff spot right now. Like comfortably in a playoff spot. Yeah, I think A minus is a fair grade. Obviously, A plus would be Santander and Barshow being back, and this team is just doing what they should be. But I think the fact that they've exceeded expectations for this fan base and for the media. I think A- is very very acceptable.
All right.
Yeah, and I had a funny DM today, and it was like, and it kind of helped me, like, because I obviously I hate the loser posters that are just constantly negative tweet stuff. Um, and someone said to me, if you read some of the, if you went blindly, didn't watch the games, I think Iggy sent this to me, and just read some of these people's Twitter, the fake Twitter GM's Twitters, you would think this team is the Rockies. And the funniest part of it is, Avery, is Ari Shapiro is just gone. Like our poster of the year, the Jays are good now, and it's like essentially I got nothing to complain about now. What the fuck am I going to tweet about?
What about Ken Reed?
Ken Reed, like there's some other people who I won't name, obviously, but the Ari Shapiro, he just essentially just given up. It's like I'm not they're good now. I've lost the war. Like I am just not going to tweet about it, and it's sad. Honestly, I'm not gonna feel bad for these people, but it's really sad to thrive off of negativity with the baseball team, man. It's like, why do you go into things just expecting the worst and cheering for the worst so you could be right? It's fucking pathetic.
I think
And
that's more. I think it's more a Twitter social media thing.
I
Unfortunately,
think there's tons of fans like that though as well. Some
of
people's
course.
fathers probably who don't listen to this podcast were too positive, probably like always talk about how bad this team is. But yeah, it's just again, it's an awesome time right now for Blue Jays baseball. I could have never expected this, man. I thought they were going to be better than what they were projected to be. This team was projected, the total on FanDuel was 76.5 wins. Like they're already at fucking what, at 44,
I can get you a
right?
number here. I thought it
44
was
and 37 or 45 and 38, sorry. 45 and 38.
45 and 38. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like we're playing so well. I'm so happy. I'm enjoying it. And who's got it better? We got Mad Max on the bump tomorrow, against the Yankees, and then Kevin Gossman Canada Day against Max Fried. Like this is going to be an awesome series. I'm not, again, if they lose 3 or 4, I'm still not going to be mad. That's still, like you're still in a great spot no matter what, with some easy schedules coming up after that. A couple easy stretches of games. So just enjoy it, guys. That's one of the piece of advice I'd say for all of our listeners is just enjoy it. I mean, this is unbelievable to watch, awesome to watch, and it's fun again. Blue Jays baseball is fun again, and it's not early anymore. It's almost July. This is who they are. This is a fun brand of baseball. So thank you to all for the support. I appreciate you guys. Love you guys. And Avery, anything left for the people? Don't
No.
drive drunk on Canada. Don't be a
Yeah.
moron.
Don't be an idiot.
Yeah.
Have fun this week, Canada Day. Celebrate with all your friends and family.
Yeah.
Obviously, don't be stupid. That's all I gotta say.
Love you guys, man. Gate 14 forever. Make sure you like, subscribe, leave a comment below, and we will talk to you guys. Maybe stream Wednesday's game. Love you guys.